Hi folks, my name is Eric Santos, immediate past president of NFALA, and I'm doing this video to show how you can stay healthy and have fun during this time of crises. The segment I'm going to be doing today is how to grow some fresh vegetables and herbs at your home despite having space limitations. We're going to use this product called a patio picker, which you can find at Lowe's or Home Depot. They're great products because they offer a lot of space to grow your vegetables, but they also have this mechanism whereby it self-waters, which means that you can fill it up with water and leave it for a couple of days and not have to worry about tending to it because it'll just self-regulate with water. To do this, we are going to need some soil and different types of fertilizers to make sure that soil is good. And we're going to need some good light, and this is the best place to grow peppers and tomatoes because of the sunlight on our upper deck. And you're going to need a lot of good aeration, air moving throughout the area, just to make sure that your plants aren't standing still and they're moving. We fortunately have vegetables that we've been growing over the past few weeks. I like to grow my own because I get to decide the variety. I don't have to depend on what the stores have to offer, and so this is really great. Here we have peppers, tomatoes, some parsley, which grows well with vegetables, and with peppers, and then some marigolds because I like to add a little bit of color and to my boxes, and I want bees to be attracted to the box. It's important to know that certain plants don't grow well together. So what you want to do is you always want to Google the plants you're going to grow and Google companion, and then they put the name of the plant, because that'll tell you what kind of plant works well or will grow well and complement your little garden. And all of these complement. So we're going to get to making the soil ready for the vegetables. Again, these patio pickers are really cool. They have little casters on there so you can roll them out of the way when you don't need them. They also come with a self-watering system where you can fill, what you do after you fill this up with soil is this tube will be filled with water and will go down in here, and the plants will suck up that water. So you don't ever have to worry about overwatering or underwatering. All right, let's start by getting the soil ready. Now, you always need good soil to get your plants going. And I like to start off with some coconut husk or peat moss. This stuff is really good because, I don't know what are these tubes falling out of here. This stuff is really good because it gives the soil the ability to retain moisture, which you want. And they'll actually puff up after I put some water in there. So, let's fill it up with some water. And in a matter of minutes, it'll get nice and spongy. While that's all mixing, we'll get some of the soil ready. I like to buy organic soil because I like organic vegetables. And I'll just take this with my Japanese garden knife, which is a great tool. And we are going to fill this up. You want to make sure you put your tube in there where the water is going to go down, and make sure you get your soil in all the corners first. Give it a nice patting. And I like to mix this stuff with my hands just because I can feel the loaminess of the soil. And then I'm going to add some supplements. I'm going to add chicken manure. You know, I remember my dad always puts chicken manure in all his stuff. Put some chicken manure in there. And this is the good stuff that doesn't smell, and it's actually, pretty easy to work with. We're going to put some tomato and herb fertilizer. Some vermiculite, which will give it a little bit more of an ability to retain and move the water about. And as you can see, this peat moss is mushing up. And we'll give that a little bit longer. So I'll mix this stuff together while we wait. I love doing this part because I can really tell that the soil is very rich. We're gonna have some great plants growing in here. All right, let's put this in. Mix this up. Make sure you incorporate as much as you can. Don't leave clumps in there. You want it so that the roots of your plants can move freely in this box. So the soil's all ready, and we're gonna start to put our plants in here. I have 3 different varieties. I have a great white, aroma tomato, and an atomic tomato. I think I want to grow this really big great white tomato in here. So I'm gonna pop it out. And tomatoes, again, need a lot of heat and they need a lot of space for growth. I'm gonna stake this later on, which means I'm gonna give it a little bit of support to make sure that the plant is growing well. And I am going to put it in the middle here. And to accompany my great white tomato are going to be some peppers. I have a Tabasco pepper, which will help me grow some Tabasco peppers for sauces. I'll put that here. And on the other end, I'm going to grow a Sugar Rush sweet pepper to be a companion plant to this other pepper. And again, these are going to grow really big, but the tomato is going to help give it some shade up here. For some color, I want to add some marigolds because I just don't want to see green. I'm going to give a little bit of a symmetry to all this. I am a Libra. Again, I'm leaving some room around the tomato so I can stake this. And finally, we're going to add some parsley right in here to give this some herb appeal. I made that up really on the fly. I'm going to fill it up with a little bit more dirt. And after I've done that, I will just fill this up with water and we're good to go. And you will have, voila, a little garden growing on your deck. Thanks, honey.